Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm the OPJellicent. Today I'm building around Zarude for Sword and Shield OU, then I will be testing out the team on the Pokemon Showdown ladders. So, I've been hearing a lot of people call this Pokemon very bad just due to the fact that its ability is basically useless, but I don't think it's as bad as people say. I definitely like the fact that it has a base 105 speed tier. Urshifu right now is running the metagame offensively and it has a base 97 speed tier. So having the ability to outspeed that and resist Sucker Punch is going to be very big when we have close combat to destroy that Pokemon. I actually originally had a Rock Slide on the set over close combat, but I ran the calc against Mandibuzz and there is no point in running that move. It does like 34 to 40%, so we're going to stick with U-turning out on Mandibuzz, and what I want to do right here is add a Clefable to take advantage of that U-turn, because I definitely want a free knockoff, and we can also throw off free Moonblasts if necessary. I'm going to want Soft Boiled, but I'm going to leave this 4th slot blank because if I add another Stealth Rocker, I definitely don't want Stealth Rocks on this, but if I don't add another Stealth Rocker, then I'll put it on here. And if we do end up adding another one, I'll put Flamethrower instead. But let's run Magic Guard, we'll go Leftovers, and then I'll run like max HP, max defense, because we need this for a defensive Urshifu counter. Even though we don't have Helmet on it to like chip it away, it's still a good pivot. We'll go minus attack and 4 in Spadef. I don't really want to lose speed. Like, I don't think the minus attack will make too big of a difference with knockoff. And yeah, now we have that bug weakness covered, which was the real big thing with Zarude. Opposing U-turns could be very annoying from Pokemon like Dragapult. Tricky thing is, even though we have a Clef, Specs Dragapult is still annoying because our Clef is Fizz Def and that doesn't take on Dragapult if it's special, so I might want to think about that. I'm not going to add a Mandibuzz though. I've been using Mandibuzz on like every other team. I don't want to again. What do I want to do offensively alongside Zarude? I guess that's the question. What else could take advantage of Clefable knocking like a Mandibuzz, for instance, or knocking into something else? Maybe like Drill wouldn't be bad. I could make that the spinner. I don't think I would run Rocks Drill. I don't like Rocks Drill at all right now. Because if you run Rocks, you need SD and you need Dual Stab. You don't get a speed boost off of it unless you're running Sand. I could run Sand and make it Rocks, but Rock Sand sounds even worse. So I think what we'll do is actually run Sand. We'll go Sand Rush Drill with Hippo, but we'll still make it Rapid Spin and have the Hazard Control covered right here. And then maybe, well, actually I have Hippo now, so I can just make this Flamethrower. What am I talking about? Yeah, I don't have to worry about that anymore. So at least this has a way to like hit Drill on the switch in now. That's kind of nice. We'll go Leftovers. I actually saw a comment telling me to run Metal Coat because it actually helps out against Mandibuzz with +2 Iron Head, but I still think Leftovers Adamant is probably going to be stronger right here. Even though we don't really have to like worry about being healthy for Magearna, which honestly, did Drill ever really take hits for Magearna anyway? I think Leftovers is going to be better. We'll go Iron Head, and then we'll go Swords Dance with max attack, max speed. I do like to run Adamant on my Sand Rush drills, even though we do lose the speed tier outside of Sand, because that Adamant Nature can make a very big difference against the rolls against Mandibuzz, which does not take Sand damage thanks to its ability. So let's go ahead and run Leftovers on this. Kind of weird overlap running 2 Fizz Def counters to Urshifu, but at least by doing this we also have a counter to opposing Drill now. That's really nice. Yeah, Hippo stops opposing Drill in its tracks, which is really great. Let's run minus special attack. We'll make it 4 in Spadef, and I'm going to go Toxic over Whirlwind. That's definitely the better option, because you want to be able to Toxic opposing Mandibuzz, if at all possible, to help out Drill and Zarude. So let's run Earthquake, we'll go Slack Off, and then we'll of course go Stealth Rocks, because that's the whole point of having Flamethrower on Clef. So 2 slots left. I mean, outside of Sand, the team is pretty slow. I am worried about Volcarona. Like, Drill can revenge it under Sand, but having to sack Hippo, then go Drill, sounds like a horrible game plan against Volcarona, so I need another way to check that Pokemon. So either Aqua Jet, or if I want to be boring, I just go Dragapult with the Dragon Darts. The last time I used Dragon Darts, Dragapult, to check Volcarona, I got a lot of hate. Well, not hate, but a lot of people told me in the comments that I made a mistake by not running like Dragon Fang, because I should have ran that to help out against that role, but I actually ran Spell Tag. But I do agree that Dragon Fang is much better. So we're actually going to make up for that today, go with the Dragon Fang Dragapult, and maybe beat a Volcarona with it, right? Let's go ahead and run Infiltrator. We'll go Dragon Darts, and then I'll go Hex Willow. I hate the fact that Hex is so weak without Spell Tag, but honestly the Dragon Fang boosted darts is probably going to be more important. And we do get U-turn momentum on Mandibuzz as well with this, which is once again great for Clef, right? I don't know how many times I have to mention that right here. In fact, I'll probably stop now, but let's go ahead and run 176, 80 special attack, and max speed with the, I actually think, what is this, Lonely Nature? Plus attack minus speed F? Naughty. What is Lonely? Is it minus defense? Okay, yeah. But I want to go minus speed F right here, because a lot of the priority options in the tier, like Azu Aqua Jet, which we do want to be able to take from +6, is going to be physical attacks, right? Same with like Rillaboom's Grassy Glide, so that's why we go minus speed F rather than minus defense. And finally, on this last slot, we have all our hazard game done. Honestly, I think we have all the offense I need done. What do I need? I mean, another form of hazard control wouldn't be bad. I could just slap a Talonflame onto the team and call it, like, done. Just have another good Revenger. I think as a fire type, though, Rotom-Heat would be better right here. Not having to worry about taking recoil. Yeah, it could also take a hit from Volcarona if it absolutely needs to. I'm not really worried about Volcarona at this point. I do have Sandrush, Drill, and Dragapult, but you never know, right? Maybe I have to use those tools for something else. Because if Dragapult takes any damage, it's in range of +1 Psychic. That's the tricky thing about this, so I think I will actually add Rotom-Heat just as a failsafe right there. Also gives me an actual ground immunity, which could be useful. I mean, I have a Hippo, which can take most ground hits, but you never know. Let's run Heavy Duty Boots with Nasty Plot, Overheat, Volt Switch, and I guess we'll make a Defog. Why not have double removal? Because T-Specs actually would be annoying right here, because sure, I can go Clef and knock off Pex, but if they're stacking T-Specs and then I have to spin it away with a Drill, and they have a spin blocker and everybody's getting poisoned, that's basically an automatic loss, right? I need to have another way to deal with Toxic Spike spam, so let's go ahead and run Rotom-Heat with Defog on this team as well. And I believe as long as our abilities are fine, that will be it. So let's go ahead and get a game. Alright, I have a game right here. My opponent actually has a pretty similar team to mine. They have Dragapult and Sand, but then instead of the Zarude, they have Rillaboom and Urshifu, and then their fairy is Togekiss, whereas mine is Clef. I think I can win this, like it's not going to be horribly difficult, but I do have to watch out for their own Drill. If it flinches my Hippo, I probably automatically lose to them on, so let's watch out for that. I think I do want to get up my rocks early, so leading off with this isn't the worst idea. I just wouldn't want them to lead off with Togekiss and get the upper hand. I can deal with the Dragapult, but if it specs, Clef can't take 2 hits. So here's actually what I'm thinking. We're going to lead Clef first, because it can deal with everybody except for Togekiss and Drill. Yeah, this is fine. I can go ahead and knock off this thing's item, whether it be Helmet or Leftovers. That's going to be very good for Drill. It was a Rocky Helmet, as he actually goes for Toxic. Okay. Let's start throwing off Moonblast then. We might be here for a little bit doing this, but I'm going to waste his attacks. So we did when I go back up to full. Thing is, I'm Fizz-Def, so of course I should have knocked right there. She would switch out on full health. That makes sense for Drill. That was my bad. I'm going to get in the Rotom though. Because I know he's Leftovers, I can outspeed here and basically guarantee a defog. I just hate taking damage with this. It actually continues to attack me. That play makes sense. I'll go ahead and Nasty Plot though. So now he's in a position where I just get to click +2 Overheat and blow something. I thought I would blow something away, but it seems as though Hippo actually eats +2 Overheat. What's the roll? Because if I can go for a high roll here and knock it out, I will. If I had killed Hippo right there, it would have been so over to Drill, but unfortunately I wasn't able to. Yeah, we're gonna try to go for that one more time. Like, sure, I guess that wasn't a great roll for me, 90 to 107, 43%, but paired with this roll right here, it's basically like a 50% chance to kill, and I'm gonna get it. So it appears he did not want to risk it, which is, it makes sense, but at the same time, it doesn't really leave you out of range of my Drill, which is the whole point of keeping that thing around, right? If I have +2 with the Drill right now, you just lose him on. Now, speaking of losing him on, I don't have a Hex switch in, so we're gonna go Hippo. Yeah, there's the Hex. I don't know if that's Choice Specs or not. I'm assuming it isn't, and Draco is about to come out. Dragapult. So Specs Draco does that much. How much would a Specs Hex do? 45 to 53. It's modest spec, so I think it's spell tag. Yeah, it's spell tag, but the thing is, does he have Draco or does he have darts? Let's think the clef play. He goes for Willow. Okay, well that's fine. I can take one hit here. He should not stand ever, so I'm gonna go for knockoff. Dude, what does that? How does that make sense? Sacking Dragapult? Okay, good play. I mean, I should have Moonblasted, but he had no reason to sack that right there. Nah, that compromises my situation. I'll just give him this Mon. That's annoying though. Like, I really should have. I just overestimated him. That's really it. I think he had Togekiss and Drill. That's why I didn't think he would stay in. But I'll just go for Stealth Rocks now. At least make sure this thing is dead on entry, and then go for Toxic this turn. As he's going to die to Sand. Okay, well, obviously I'm not very happy about what just happened, but I still think that my Drill is very solid in the matchup, and I also think I'm about to lose a lot of Pokemon to this thing, but we can try to figure out how to deal with this. I think I sack off the Rotom. Sand is actually good for me. I don't need this. I should have Toxiced if he was going to do that. I guess he could have been sub, so never mind. So he goes ahead and knocks me out there. I'm just going to bring this right out and go for close combat. I don't really have another option. Okay, at least Zarude can pick up that KO. It would have been sad if it didn't. I think he's kind of throwing by sacking that too. Because he doesn't switch into Overheat anymore. Here I can just go Drill for, like, free. Okay, so he's going to put himself in a position where he actually gets to heal this, but the problem with this position is I get in Zarude for free on that healing move. Rocks is even worse for him. I don't think it made sense to go for Rocks at all. Yeah, in what world was Rocks the play? So I think I have to Power Whip. It'll 2-hit KO Togekiss from that range easily. I don't have another attack to kill this, so 85%. We've already missed out on a pretty good roll against a Hippo. Well, 43. It's not pretty good, but we are able to knock that out. Zarude picking up 2 KOs. That's kind of nice. Let's see what he does now. So he's going to go Rillaboom. Thing about Rillaboom is, if I hit it here, is the best play to hit it or switch? Well, in my eyes, Dragapult essentially wins the game for me. Because I can just Willow both of these and Hex them down. I don't want to go hard Rotom. I'm just trying to debate whether hard Drill is a good option, but I think Power Up is better. That did so much. As he goes for SD, but +2 Grassy Glide is not killing Zarude, dude. And if I had another Power Rip right here, it's actually over because Terrain is up. I automatically win. Yeah, dude, you made a mistake going for SD. I don't know what that option was, but yeah. I guess he's going to try to dodge and spin here. But I will be right back with another game. Oh lord, I have another game right here. I basically stopped predicting in the last game after the opponent stayed in with the Dragapult against Clef. Like, you saw me close combat directly into the Urshifu despite the fact that a Togekiss was in the back, and that's because I figured he might be the type of player to get greedy and stay in again, because his Urshifu was at +1, so that sort of explains that. Now, if he did go Togekiss, it would have been trickier. What I would have done that turn was either get in Drill or Rotom. I don't think I would have gone Rotom because it would have put me in range of potentially Rillaboom, so I think Drill would have been the smarter play against the Togekiss. But anyway, onto this one. If I want to beat Hawlucha, I can use Fizdef Clef. Hippo deals with Terrakion and Bisharp. Rotom could be like a Scarf Trick Set, but I think it's a nasty plot on these sort of teams. So typically they are Taunt, Sash, Terrakion. So I think here's the plan. We're gonna lead off with Dragapult to revenge that and not really open up the door for anyone else. Yeah, this is fine. I don't want to risk accuracy, and I definitely don't want Hippowdon getting weakened right here. Hippowdon's literally my only way to beat Bisharp. I guess Zarude can too. I should have thought about this a bit more. But I can Darts here. It'll easily knock this thing out in a couple attacks. So go ahead and hit it again. Now the tricky thing is what I'm doing about Cloyster, because sure I can go for Will-O-Wisp, but if I miss it, I'm very in a bad spot. In fact, I think I would lose if I miss it, but here's the plan, I think. We're going to click Willow. Well, he doesn't have to go Cloyster, but I think it's what makes sense here. He actually goes Bisharp now, so I'm just going to get into Hippo. So he goes right for that knockoff. Slack off here. And I want to say Rotom is smart. I don't think Rotom's necessary. I definitely want to keep Hippo around. Yeah, he goes for Grassy Glide. And now what I get to do is defog his hazards out of here. That's a Life Orb, by the way. That's a very strong Mon. So I could go Dragapult. I definitely don't want him Volting out. I'm just going to go for a Volt of my own. Yeah, because if I go Dragapult and he Volts, he gets damage on me, which could actually be a bit bad against Rillaboom's attack. So I figured that this would be the smarter play here. And now he's in a position where he kind of has to predict whether I go for Overheat or Volt Switch. I guess if I was predicting the Volt Switch, I should have Overheated, but this also kind of covered if he just Hydro Pumped. So he's going to get into Rillaboom. Yeah, I should have gone for the other play, but it's fine. The thing is, I don't know whether Dragapult can kill, so I think I actually go Zarude this turn. Yeah, this is fine. I can go right for a U-turn here without having to fear a whole lot. If he wants to switch, he would go like Rotom again, but would he really go Rotom on the Grass type? I don't think I kill it, that's the thing. And Zarude will put this very low if I go for the U-turn here. So U-turn actually could kill outright, but as you can see... Wait, why is that doing so much more? I know it's super effective, but these stab attacks should be, I guess, 140 versus 125 from Darkest Lariat, whatever 85 times stab would be. So U-turn is actually definitely the best play. I have a tiny chance to knock him out, like if I get an absolute max roll, but he will die to Life Orb no matter what anyway, so let's go ahead and U-turn. And then just sack off my Rotom-Heat here to whatever attack he goes for. And actually the best part about this is if I don't knock him out, then I can go Rotom, and then he should actually obviously die to Life Orb, and he can't really set up with anyone. Now, he did make the Drain Punch play, though. I thought about the possibility in my head, like, if he goes for Drain Punch, he'll actually be able to stick around, but it's fine. I still get in Dragapult right here to knock this thing out with a Hex. He opts to go Rotom. That's all good. I'll go ahead and actually darts this thing right here, I think. I don't know what it is. It's actually Scarf. Okay, good info. Yeah, we just go Hippo again. It's really a no-brainer. He goes for a knockoff. I think this turn I want to get a Myrox. Yeah, as he goes Rillaboom. In terms of expendability, I don't like Drill in the matchup anymore. Yeah, I don't think Drill is vital at all. We'll make that play here. What if he Drain Punches, though? He could end up really healthy. Do I like that? Maybe just hard Zarude. It's risky. I kind of want to do it. Let's do that. I don't think he... I guess it was the same risk. He could Drain Punch, but by doing this, I'm at least keeping Drill's speed tier for Cloyster if I absolutely need it. So let's go ahead and U-turn now. Risky maneuver, but I was willing to make that sort of play. He doesn't actually go for Grassy Glide, which is kind of a mistake, if you ask me, but... And then again, who's asking me? Let's go ahead and go... I don't want to lose because I got flinched. I guess this was actually the misplay, because I should have stayed out of range of Bisharp's attack, and now I think I might be in range. I actually need to know, does Bisharp knock me out with +2 Sucker Punch because I took that damage? Oh, it absolutely doesn't. What? I guess 105 defenses and HP is actually really good. That does nothing. Okay, I think we're fine. I didn't know it did that little. So I think right here I can just go Dragapult. He's basically in a position where he either goes Hawlucha and tries to crit Clef for the win, which I don't know if I want to switch out against necessarily. I can beat the Rotom no matter what, basically, but that's actually not true. Maybe I do need Dragapult for Rotom, but I also don't even know if my Clef Oko is a Hawlucha. So out it comes. I guess he's going to try to SD, right? Well, let me calc Clef against this thing. I know I'm calcing a lot, but I really need to find out what the best way to deal with his win conditions are. Okay, Moonblast blows it away. Obviously, Acrobatics... Actually, looking at this, Acrobatics crit wouldn't even kill, because at +2, it's doing that much. That's base 55, but that's... I need to remove the item. So a +2 crit would kill me, yeah. Do I want to go for the game with that? If I got crit, I lost. Then again, I guess it comes down to Clef anyway, right? Hex isn't going to do enough here, so the best play is hard Clef. I'll love +2 Poison Jab also, like that's not scary. Oh, that's not going to help you, dude, what? Yeah, give me that Mon. And Hippo is still healthy enough to take on this Bisharp. This actually can't even take a Moonblast if it tries to Shell Smash here, so goodbye, and yeah, GG. He's gonna try Bisharp. I honestly don't get why. I'm just gonna Flamethrower. I'm trying to guarantee that, I mean, it's guaranteed, right? Zarude is still out of range, so even if I were to go Hippo, wow, that killed, huh? Well, I'll be right back. Alright, so now we have a team with Hatterene, which I definitely struggle to switch into, but I do like Zarude being able to spam Darkest Lariat right here. I can deal with both the fighting types using Clef, but I think I have to be careful because if I lose Clef to Urshifu, then Hawlucha basically has the freest win ever, so I think the way I'm going to play it is by using Hippowdon early against Urshifu. What if it's a Bulk Up though? If I went hard Hippo on Bulk Up Urshifu and it subbed after, I would lose, so... Well, sub Bulk Up wouldn't have Poison Jab, so I could go Clef immediately and deal with it. Okay, I think I figured out that whole thing. I can beat the Volcarona using my Dragapult as long as I keep it healthy, but... not having a Ghost Resist right here could be a bit annoying. I think I'm going to lead off with the Zarude. If he leads Gengar, like, I want to lead well against Gengar, but Zarude isn't that option. Nobody is that option now that I'm looking at this. I guess Hippo is that option. This is obviously nice for me. I like this. If he U-turns, it's fine. I think I should just Earthquake because he does have a Hatterene. And, like, I'll get the U-turn damage back from Leftovers, so it's not the horrible... it's not that bad. I would love to Toxic right here, but it's not worth it. I guess if he has sub Bulk Up right here, then I could get 6-0'd, but like I said, I think Clef can come in. It's just tricky because if Clef comes in and takes too much damage, Hawlucha can win the game for him. So he's gonna go for the U-turn, that's banded. I actually want to check that. Whoa, dude, what? Sash? No? What? Hello? I guess he expected Toxic or something, maybe Whirlwind. He really values that Hatterene if he's making a play like that, turn 1. So... well, let's see. I mean, I would value Hatterene in this matchup too. Hatterene is tricky for me to switch into. Urshifu. I'm pretty sure that's banded, but I actually don't know. Yeah, it's banded, okay. I don't know why I'm underestimating Fizz Def Hippo. It's like really good. So I guess I go Rotom. Whoa, okay. If he has actually outspeed no matter what, so I get an Overheat. Not a whole lot he can really hit me with. I am Timid right here. He's gonna go Hatterene now, so I'm getting damage on everybody that I want damage on. I love this. He got Grassy Terrain recovery. Okay, I was wondering what that was. I'm considering whether Volting like immediately into Drill is the play. I'm actually tempted to go Zarude. He would go for Mystical Fire, right? I don't actually see Zarude doing a ton. I'm gonna go Zarude. He goes for Giga Drain. Yeah, I don't want to go Drill. Drill's speed tier like is actually really good if I can't beat Volcarona using Dragapult. And I still have the Sand, so I don't really see the point in going Drill. And now what I can do is just throw off a pretty free... probably Darkest Lariat. Okay, good play. I mean, if I Power Ripped, he would have been very gone, but I can still go Hippo on this. I think I take 2 hits. I mean, it's an Urshifu. Maybe I'm overestimating Hippo's bulk, but I think I'll take 2. He's going to continue opting for U-turn, though. So this Rillaboom's going to come back in, and that's getting trickier and trickier to switch into. But you know what's also getting tricky for him? Dealing with my Dragapult. So I'm actually hoping he tries to use Hawlucha. I just want that thing to be out of the way. Like, even if my Clef takes 80%, that would be fine with that sort of trade. Because the Dragapult's still at full. I want him to go out into that Hawlucha, but he's not doing it. So right here, we're going to go Rotom. This was all Life Orb, right? Okay. So he's going to go for the knockoff. I bring you in. I can go for a U-turn here. It has a pretty good chance to knock him out, and even if it doesn't, I'm pretty alright with the situation. I guess he would go Hatterene. Which would give me Drill, and that could be nice. I guess Power Up the better play, just take my KO. Maybe force in Volcarona, which wouldn't be the worst thing ever for me. I do want to get a KO now. I just don't want him staying into U-turn, right? That would be so bad. He keeps on going Urshifu on it. Okay. Well, I have Sand. I think at this point we will make this sort of play. This could be a mistake against Hawlucha, but I don't think he can actually put me in range with anything. He's going to have Sucker Punch, Wicked Blow, Close Combat, and none of those attacks scare me right now. Yeah, like I'm still easily out of range of Hawlucha. If he goes Volcarona, I get a good amount of damage on it, and that's definitely in range of my Dragapult's attack right now. Which I know I shouldn't go hard into, like technically, well, Sand is going down, I kind of have to go into it. Yeah, I kill it right here with the Dragon Fang, Dragon Darts, and I live a +1 Psychic every time, so... He might make the Hatterene play, I guess, it could be smart, but he opts to sack the Volcarona. So, yeah, we're keeping the tools that we need, which I'm happy about. I still have checks for Rillaboom using Zarude, which is definitely nice as well. Right here, what I'm going to do is just attack. I don't want to sack off anybody. Yeah, his best play is Grassy Glide, but now because he's made a play like that, he's guaranteed in range of this Mon. So basically, all that I need to do right here is U-turn. Force in Urshifu. Yep, there we go. Bring out my Hippo here. Clef is still out of range of Hawlucha. I go for Earthquake. I guess I don't want to bring back Rillaboom for free. No, Earthquake's still better. This could be a choke. Like, maybe I shouldn't have... Yeah, he's going to get an Rillaboom. I should have gone Clef. I shouldn't have gone this. That's annoying. Am I throwing? I don't think so. Let's get up rocks. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to beat this using Zarude anyway, right? Unless +4 Grassy Glide kills, but not under terrain, it won't. I mean, not without terrain. Okay, so now terrain's basically going to be down, so I think I guaranteed win. Yeah, and I think I see how. We should be good to go. So I'll give him this. Earthquake in case he switches, which he might, who knows. And then using Zarude in the back, I bring it in here. He doesn't have priority on this anymore, so what I'm going to do right now is go right for the U-turn. As he sacks off the Urshifu, I'm able to get in. What I'm going to do now is bring out my Excadrill. Now what I need to figure out is whether Drill can live a Grassy Glide from Adamant Life Orb Rillaboom, because that changes the situation if it can. Because I don't want Clef getting... I mean, I don't want to lose to Trick Room Hatterene in the end, right? That's the situation here. So do I even bother taking the hit, or is Hard as Zarude just the better play? Let's think. If I go Zarude and he Drain Punched, that would be very bad. Let's first run the calc. Also, do we know anything about this Hatterene? Because if it's, like, not Trick Room, I guess I guaranteed win. I feel like it could be just Assault Vest, so I don't know if I have much to worry about. So Grassy Glide would do that much from that set. So Life Orb right here. 86 to 101. Yeah, I'm not taking the hit. We're going Zarude. Yeah, I don't take anything from that. So I think I have this. Yeah, I click U-turn. No, I think no, because Drill will take one hit from Hatterene the way I played it. That's why I can't lose to Trick Room Hatterene. What if it's Sub? No, Sub won't make a difference. He still has to SD to break Clef, so it literally comes down to whether or not he crits Clef with Acrobatics, which I've played it to where I hope he doesn't, but obviously that's sort of out of my hands at this point. So he knocks me out. Even if he's Trick Room Hatterene, I can beat it using Drill. And what I'm going to do against Hatterene is go hard as Zarude every time to make sure that he can't Calm Mind and Trick Room and all that. So we don't get crit, which is like very big. And Hatterene shouldn't be able to do this, just based on what I've capped. Yeah, the best play is Zarude to ensure he can't set up too much. It's just Giga Drain, so I can just Darkest Lariat here. And then wrap it up with the Drill. Okay. Nice. This one was tricky, but I think we did it. Bring this in. Let's get the kill with a Rapid Spin, because I can. I'll be right back. Alright, so now we have some player who's just on his Magearna Suspect Test account. I definitely like Drill's potential to endgame right here, but I need to somehow weaken Mandibuzz, which I can do using Hippo's Toxic or Rotom or Clef. Even Dragapult being able to burn it could be worth it right here. But regarding the lead, I definitely want to watch out for Marowak. That mon is tricky for me, but Dragapult can help out right here. Actually, was this smart? Because I don't know whether he would stay in. I mean, I'm just going to go for U-turn. If I was Specs right here, he wouldn't stay in, right? I also don't think you should go Zera on Specs, but I guess he did. Let's go, Hippo. I'm totally okay if he goes Mandibuzz, because then I get to Toxic it on the Defog, so let's just go for Rocks. Yeah, I think Pex is smarter. So he knows what he's doing. That's very clear. I'm going to make the Clef play right here and knock off something. It is T-Spikes. Okay, that's fine. We planned for this. I have double removal using Rotom. So we actually go Zera. I'm going to be able to knock off Boots. And then I can... I want to say Flamethrower, predicting the Volt. As unfortunately, I end up losing my item right there for basically nothing. Is he actually going to go Scissor now? I feel like that makes no sense. You don't go Scissor now, right? You go Pex. Okay, this is interesting. I'm going to go ahead and hit that and then knock off here. It's faster than me, but I got rid of Thick Club. That's not going to do damage, dude. I don't know what you're hoping for. Let's go ahead and knock off there. I get a crit, which actually I think mattered, right? Because 30, yeah, he would have done damage to me. Kinda lame, he would have been able to hit me at a +2 attack, but now we have a Scissor to deal with, which we both know I have Flamethrower. I'm going to knock off, I think. I mean, no, I shouldn't sack off Clef. What am I talking about? That's such a bad play. I really don't want Rotom getting hit, though. Like, that's the problem. Rotom's my defogger. Yeah, you know what? We're going to knock off, predicting the U-turn. Yeah, we got him. Risky, but I think I want to play it a bit aggressively right now. And he's going to continue layering those up. Makes sense. I mean, those do very well against me. I hate this exchange because it's like, we're both just sitting here basically doing nothing. It's so annoying. But I'll go out into this and just end the cycle, right? I don't want to sit there forever doing that. I guess the better play would have been to do it, but who wants to, right? So he actually opts to take hazards before I was able to defog, which is nice. I'm just trying to figure out what I do about this. I definitely want to keep a Rotom. I don't think Zarude is actually going to be very good here, so I'm going to switch that in. Took that U-turn better than I thought. I guess he's more special. Out comes Scizor. I'm just going to throw off Darkest Lariat. I do a very good amount of Scissor right there. That's very good. I mean, I'm still trying to set up my my drill at the end of the day, right? That's the goal. I don't have many good offensive counters to this anymore, and the fact that he still has a full health Mandibuzz is annoying. I can still defog if need be, and my Rotom does look very good, especially with a bit of chip damage on Dragapult, but what I want to do right now is figure out whether or not burning this is going to be important, and I think it is. Because by burning it, I really can help out Clef when trying to just sit in against this thing. So let's go ahead and do that. He would knock off, that's his best play, and then I'm going to U-turn here into Clef. And now he's sort of in a tougher spot because he's going to have to spam Recover more than I'm going to have to spam Soft Boiled, which I don't think he wants. Yeah, he's already using them. I hate sitting here and doing this, but I'm going to do it if I have to. I should have just done it last time, to be honest, but it doesn't really matter. I'm Flamethrowing just to condition him. I don't want him going Scissor, and now that he's seen that I've clicked Flamethrower, he might not. Alright, we're going to make a risk here. Nice. And here's a big turn. I need to get a spin off, and he's going to go Mandibuzz, right? He wouldn't go Dragapult. I need to not get burned. Okay, he goes for a knock. That's fine. Now he would go Mandibuzz, so let's double out on that. Yep, we got that right. I can Nasty Plot up. Actually, I can't really, because he just goes Dragapult and there's nothing I can do about it. Would he go Dragapult, though? I guess he would, right? You don't want me Nasty Plotting on... Yeah, I'm just going to Overheat. It's a sacks off Zera, that's fine. So he's trying to go for the defensive endgame. I see what he's planning here. I don't want that, obviously, so what I'm going to do right now is keep this around still. It's still good. I don't have a Shadow Ball counter, and that's the problem right now. I might just have to flinch Mandibuzz once, and that's what this game comes down to. I'm going to try to not have to do that, but maybe Hippo can just win on its own if I can do enough damage to Pex. Like, that's a possibility, too. So, on second thought, let's just Volt here. I think I'll live that. I can. That's nice. I think still has its item. That's bad. It's not that bad, though. So what I need to figure out is... I'm going to go Clef this turn. And then I think the play is double in Hippo. No, the play is just Moonblast. Okay, we knocked that out right there. Yeah, I don't want to risk Hippo when it can actually solo his team potentially. Why do that, right? Yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, I have another game right here. My opponent does not have an Earthquake switch in. In fact, it almost has to be Air Balloon Magnezone, right? Like, there's no way he just doesn't have a switch into Earthquake. It has to be Air Balloon Magnezone, I think. So we're going to try to read into that at some point in this game. Maybe. Maybe I just don't have to, but Zarude is very good right here if I can make some plays. We're going to try to get that in early. Ah, this is bad. I should have probably expected something like this. I can go Clef. I don't want him getting in his drill, or even zone for that matter. That would be worse. Nah, Clef is still the best option. He goes right for the U-turn. That's going to be a special Dragapult. Quiet Winner. Let's see if we can win against Quiet Winner right here. I hope we can. Because going undefeated in the Zarude live would be kind of nice. But it's going to be difficult, obviously. Right here, I'm just not going to mess around. I want to keep Clef healthy. But I think I'm willing to trade hazards, though. That's probably fine. Ooh, okay, that's annoying, though, because now he can stack hazards on me. So I think the best play now is, even though I hate to do it, I'm going to let Rotom get knocked just to get it in. Yeah. And then he wouldn't go Hippo, he would go T-Tar, so let's Volt out. Hippo makes no sense, yeah. So I think this is the turn to do that thing that I talked about. We're going to get this in and Iron Head into an Air Balloon. Should I just scout for other... No, I'm going to make the play that I wanted to. Okay, he actually goes Pharaoh, so maybe it's just not Air Balloon and I'm overthinking this. That play makes it look like it's not Air Balloon. So we're going to go off that. He still shouldn't stay... let's overheat this time. Okay, here goes Hippo this time, so at least we have it in a position where it's kind of forced to slack off. That's nice. I get in Zarude, as he actually goes for that. And here's the thing. This is where the turn where I have to kind of make a potential play. I don't know whether I actually have to or not. Like, Darkest Lariat could be a good mid-ground, but at the same time... I'll CC. I really want to go for the power-up. Dude, this turn is big, like... And it's so tricky, too, because if I actually knock out Hippo, he's very done against my drill. Like, he can't beat it. Which, to be fair, maybe I can just click the power-up here and keep it low enough to where it can't win anyway, but knocking out Pharaoh would, like, guarantee the win with drill this turn, basically. Unless it was Scarf Dragapult. We're gonna try to make a play. Okay, we got it. Nice. So now Ferrothorn is low enough for drill. Which I absolutely love, in case you can't tell. I do want to keep Rotom around since it can come in one more time, so let's go Clef here. That was a big call. Now, if it is actually still Air Balloon zone, then that's going to be interesting because I'm just going to spam Earthquake at this point. I don't have a reason to not do that. Was Hippo lefties? It was, okay. That means it might actually take a +2 hit if I SD, so I might have to figure that out. And if I figured that out, I mean, we're calcing it right now. So +2, he would come in, take rocks, I get it back. So I do 56 to 66, he would be at 58 on the SD. Oh, he's actually going to try to heal it here, but if I knock off its item, that's good. So maybe he tries to get in the zone. Okay, he does. Like, I know what he's going to do, it's just, I have to somehow figure out how to play drill well. So he gets a free Flash Cannon, not really a whole lot I can do about it. I'll just sack off Rotom. And yeah, we're just gonna go drill right here. I hate to take so much damage, but at the same time, taking damage on drill probably won't matter in this game. Oh, he was really desperate to prevent my spin. I don't know why he made a play like that. You should have just gone like Pharaoh as a sack. Yeah, I don't really get the idea, dude. What was the point? I mean, I guess now you force a kill with Shadow Ball. I'm just gonna sack off, I think, Clef here. Clef or Zarude? Probably Zarude, actually. So he goes for Willow. I should have gone Clef. It's fine. We're still going for this drill endgame. Yeah, I'll just sack here. I hate this because I think he might be checking whether I get priority or not, but now Dragapult can come back in again, which was not what I wanted, but I still think that drill can do it. What if his drill is Air Balloon? I never thought about that. His drill could be the balloon and not the, not the zone. If that's actually the case, then I'm also in a very bad position. In fact, I think I lost, but let's hope that's not the case. So he would U-turn into zone to get his knockout, right? I'm going to try to weaken that thing right here. I wish I could knock it out, but I don't think that's very realistic. It's still at 76. I'm not killing. Yeah. Okay. So who's important? Thing's at 19. Okay. He's just going to Flash Cannon. Is hard drill actually? No, I shouldn't use a drill ever. That's not smart. Sack you off. As I'm actually able to hang on, which is very nice. Because now what I'm going to do to this turn is go ahead and Hex. I guess he's going to go T-Tar, right? If his drill is Balloon, I have to flinch it maybe. And it looks like I might have to win a speed tie this game anyway, but it should come down to drill versus drill in the end. I don't see how he prevents that situation. Maybe his drill is like randomly Mold Breaker, and that'll help me out. So right here I'm going to just darts as he doubles down with his zone. Smart play. Doesn't really matter though, because I'm gonna get an Hippo. It's not Air Balloon Drill. Okay, nice. So I Earthquake here. That is banded. What? That was so banded. Hello? So I see what I gotta do. He's gonna go Dragapult. I sack off Clef. Keep the sand. Yeah. I actually can live a hit here, so that's also nice. In fact, that might guarantee the win, just the fact that I can live a hit. So he's going to opt to U-turn into Pharaoh, right? I'm going to knock off that thing's leftovers. He actually goes T-Tar, which turns out to be a V. I have to stay in. Did I sack off Clef? Okay, that thing's dead, right? Okay. I'm going to sack this off as it goes for the edge. So now he has to go Hippo, right? He doesn't have another play here. So that's going to be the game right there. I think that... Let's think about that. My Hippo had Toxic, right? If I was able to slack off and I would speed his Hippo, it actually wasn't over. Like, if he Earthquakes my Hippo and actually knocks it out, I think it's actually his game. Maybe not. Maybe Clef can actually solo the Hippo. I don't know how that works out. I think it can, right? Because I knock off his lefties, I get to keep mine, and then I just spam Moonblast, and he can't out-heal it, right? So I think I would have been fine. I actually could have forced a burn onto it as well using Flamethrower eventually, but it would have been very drawn out. But I think it was guaranteed right there, so that'll be it for today. I did hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Later.